Cornette's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Celtics. White's checked in. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
That free throw good from Pritchard. And stand on defense, the Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting two-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
Fox, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Castle on the wing, light covering. And the basket by Castle. And the Spurs lead by 7. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Pass to Tatum. Outside, White for the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Vassell against Tatum. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Boston. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Fox. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Cornette. Misses the layup. Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Fox. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Olynyk comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Tatum. White setting the pick for Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Spurs leading by 4. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot-making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Back to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Fox. Count the basket. Fox has got his first points of the night.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over Olynyk. Tatum's shot is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
23.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
Their work on the glass has been superb.
And that is it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's White. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
On the court for the Celtics, the guard pair. It's White and Brown. Made him out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For 3, Vassell. Rebounded by Vucevic. Boston trailing. Takes a step back. Brown the pass to Vucevic. And stolen by Castle. The crossover. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Wembanyama, a screen on White. To the paint. Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Spurs leading by 4. To the inside. Here. Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
Whoa! What a dunk by Wembanyama.
And White pitch to Vucevic. To the middle. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Brown sets a screen for White. Misses the 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And they call an illegal screen here. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Spurs leading by 8. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Vucevic, and it's San Antonio with another.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. In 4th, the Spurs. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot-blocking numbers.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, San Antonio.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Hassel misses. Celtics trail by 8. Back to Pritchard. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Hauser's got 6 points.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Pritchard. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Spurs out in front, up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The cell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And so Cornette nails them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Cade's shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Harper the pass to Cornette. Now here's Vassell. Pass to Harper. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And here's Harper from the arc.
Well, Derek White is a very sticky defender. Once he gets on you, it's difficult to get any movement.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. And stolen by White. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pritchard. Puts up a deep 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Vassell. Fires for 3. Garza pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on